All right, guys, welcome to Autoflow University. Another video, this time on Apple. Apple looking fantastic here after the big run from the 130s. Those of you who've been riding it with me in the room, fantastic. You guys have made some pretty good money. About $18 of profit. I've been talking about the 40 and the 10 weekly moving average, holding the stock pretty nicely. I mean, I thought that with the pullback that we just had that last week, Apple was going to provide us that 147. As a matter of fact, on my previous video, I believe I thought, and I said it in the video, is I was looking forward to go long, the 147s underneath with a either with a call, and I even have my alert right here, as you can see here on my graphic, to alert me once we drop under the 149, 148, and look for Apple to hold this trend line and hold 40 exponential moving average on the weekly. Well, we didn't quite get there. As a matter of fact, Apple tried to move away from the market, and it only pulled about $2 back and forth, back and forth. We ended up at the same same place that we were last week. So we'll see what Apple is going to do coming up in the next couple of days. We have a short week the following because we have George Washington birthday on Monday. So Monday the markets are closed. So I'm throwing this video out there for us to prepare ourselves. How to play it. What would be the best way to play with Apple? So if you look at the daily, all right, now that you have seen the weekly, and if you look at the daily, here is the daily. Oops, let me just put it back online here. Here is the daily chart that I want you to look, and this daily has very nice defense right here on the VWAP at 143. I would think this would be a good place to start putting our bets on. By the way, this is the anchor VWAP that I have, and I have it right here from the bottom, right at the beginning of the year, right on January the 2nd or the 3rd, I believe, where we created this nice move. Everybody was saying, hey, Google is going back to 100, all this nonsense, and we were accumulating Apple here, excuse me, Apple. We were accumulating Apple right here on the 125s. So I like it. I do own the stock. I don't have so many shares. I think I only have 250 at this point. But this 143, 145 level on that anchor VWAP is that I want to see tested, okay? We are about to go under the 9 moving average. Actually, we did, and we end up closing right at it. If you looked at what happened this last Friday, I thought that we were going to go and push to the 148, but we didn't. I'm waiting for that 147. So if the market pulls back, and continue to give us a good chances of 5% pullback on the SPX, we might be able to get Apple's under 147. What do I mean by the SPX? Well, the whole market is in this mode right now that is pulling away from the highs after a nice run in January for about 10%. You'll see very nicely coming to these 4,000, maybe the 3,900. Then Nasdaq might give you about a 7% pullback if this is to happen. We have after OPEX, usually after OPEX, the next 2 weeks of the month of February are not that great. They are always kind of weak in price auction. So looking at this chart, and I'm going to bring this to your attention because many people get excited when these pullbacks come and they want to jump the gun immediately. I would tell you, just give it a little time, right? If you do not have any stocks on your portfolio, give it a little time. The last 2 weeks of February, all right, since 1950s, these are not the best weeks to, put your money to work. You might want to wait until they get into window dressing right on the last days of the month, and then start creating your positions. And the idea behind is now if the SPX pulls back and the Nasdaq gives you a pullback, you might get this, nice opportunity on Apple to get it right under the 147s or 148s, and even the 143s if we can get that anchor VWAP tag. All right. So how is it that I might be playing it? Well, I've seen the 150 and the 145. The 145 puts, if you actually want to play with the puts, you can go with the April buy some time, or you can go with the front month, just the one for next week on the 24th. They're about 25 cents. Let me show you one quick second here. So the 145, if indeed this market is going to pull back, the 145 puts for this coming week, they are about 25 cents, right? About 25 cents. The thing is, you're going to have theta decay with those, so you have to be quick. So instead of playing it with the 145, just because you want the stock to go down, what I do sometimes is I just go in the money. I mean, might as well just play it with the 150 or the 150 250. The 150 250 is only about $2, right? Look at the 152. Let me go here, and here is the 152. It's only about $2. Okay, this is the 150 250. Oh, this is the call. Hold on, I got the wrong one here for you guys. The 150 250 about $2, right? Right. This is the call and this is the put. Either way is about $2. So you can play with the directional if you cannot sell puts. I will be selling the 150 puts maybe. I would love to own some more, or the 150 250 and collect about maybe $2 on it. If I can sell this one and they don't reach 150 250, I get to collect the premium, and the premium is mine. Okay, so if you can do cash secured puts, you might want to go that route. Now your cost is going to be 150 at the end of the day, because you're collecting $2 of premium. So if you get assigned those shares on Friday, you will get assigned them at 150 250. Collecting $2 gives you an average cost of about $1.50. I mean 150 and 50 cents. Okay, so not bad when it comes to Apple. I really like Apple. I like the company. We've been trading it since forever. So playing it with the directionals going into the month of March and April, you want to have a plan, in your mind. Now, the best way, the way that we do it here in the room is if we get to the 145. That is an if we get to the 145. Let me show you the idea that I have, and that is to sell the vertical, right? Just go with the vertical call spread, do a 145, 140, like a 5-point spread, see if you can collect some money. It's not paying a lot as of Friday because we are here on the 152s, but if you see, they are paying about 87 cents. I would love to collect probably $1.15, maybe $1.25 on a 5-point spread, at least 33% of the spread. So I will be looking for this one maybe to get it on the 150 or $1.50 or below, but no more, not less than $1. I wouldn't sell this for 86 cents. Okay, I would not. I probably would love to collect 125 or 150 on a 5-point spread. This is the way to play it going into March. So what you're saying here is, hey, their chances are, yes, and you want to time this almost perfectly when Apple gets below maybe the 147, you want to put this spread right under the 147. So that way, as the stock is coming to the 147, those puts are gonna get really juicy, and we can collect about $1.25, and then have Apple turn around, and then those puts will go to zero, and you get to collect $1,000 on the premium collected. All right, so you get to keep that. You can do it that way, or like I said before, you can go straight up and see if you can get the calls, the one for April. This April calls 145 in the money, right? Try to get them in the money or at the money as much as possible, and buy sometimes, and then let them rise as the price of the market come back, if the market indeed gives us the 5%. So these are a couple of ideas that I'm planning to execute on Apple. On the 30 minutes, these past couple of weeks, as you can see, they've been buying. And these guys on the tape, I was looking at the tape the other day, and I was paying attention to it, and oh my goodness, these guys are not letting Apple come underneath the 150. There's so much defense being done on this 150 that when we broke, that was the Friday with the flush, and even with the flush, what did Apple do? Apple started buying. They started buying the stock until they got above that 151 again. Pretty nice defense that I have seen across. Let's see if it's gonna hold, and if it doesn't, again, have a plan always. See if this market is gonna come to the anchor VWAP right around the 140s, 143s. That would be pretty healthy pullback. We're waiting for this move away from the 157s. To the 160s, 162s, but who knows? Only time will tell. So far, what I have seen is a lot of supply getting unloaded there. We've seen it last September, we saw it in November, and now we saw it again for the month of January, and now in February. So that 157 area is still lots of supply. We'll see if this gap after earnings, all right, is going to hold as the 148, 147 that I keep mentioning, and we'll probably be trading around those prices, 147 to the 160s. All right, so this is all I got for you guys on this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys are not part of the room, there is some information here at the end of the video. Go ahead and join us. Come check us out. We do a lot of trading when it comes to futures, Emini. We do a lot of crude oil, and then a bunch of stocks with directionals, put credit spreads, naked puts, and a bunch of other strategies to manage our portfolios. Take care. God bless you. I'll be seeing you guys in the trading room.